Research Lucas.
By the way, I'm doing the sound effects live, folks. So there's definitely going to be some issues with that. That's for sure. That's a job for
Research Lucas.
Yeah, he's already looking at it. So
yeah, but that's the thing. We don't know how the Earth was formed. Everybody has their theories.
Sure,
Oh
sure.
my God.
That's true. That's
I love the sound effects.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Thank you. I'm going to have to separate a little bit because I have all of Lucas's sound effects like up against it's for the folks at home. These are all my sound effects. And I have anyway, I have it all mapped out. I
He's
pretty
such
much
a
know what
nerd.
everything is.
Man.
Dude.
Without him, it doesn't happen.
I mean, making all this stuff.
It takes a lot.
The video. Honestly, there's a good chance that we finish with this and absolutely nothing is recorded. There's no audio whatsoever. And Lucas and I have been testing almost every day. Elena came in last night. She tested with us, by the way.
Laz's Corner of Positivity.
That's Elena's voice, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
like
anyway, I guess the first question is, does anybody got beef?
Beef.
Yeah. I'm going to have a sound effect for that too, and I have time to record it.
Oh.
Too busy recording.
Research Lucas.
Who's doing research, Lucas? You?
Yeah, that's me. Totally.
No, your voice sounds like hilarious.
Thank you, sir.
Even today.
I appreciate it.
I don't know if anybody else everybody gets spam texts, spam calls.
Sure. Actually, I signed up for Jolly Roger Telephone Company, and I saw them on Shark Tank. It's like 99 cents a month. You pay for the year, like $12, and they intercept a lot of those calls. The problem is obviously these people that do this are constantly coming up with different ways to.
Yeah, you cannot get rid of it.
No, you can't. I mean, it helps,
Even
but
AT&T has they'll getting a call and it says, "Oh, spam risk," or it'll say like, "Don't answer the phone," blah blah blah, whatever.
Sure.
And I save certain numbers that call all the time. But now with the elections coming up, every day I'm getting a text from some politician or some governor, somebody running for something, and they're sending me a text. "Oh, do you like this guy? He's part of our community, blah, 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 blah."
I was getting those for a little bit, but I don't get a lot.
I get a lot. And then
That sucks.
I'm pretty sure they probably just Googled my name because I get texts from my dad, my brother, myself. So I'm getting a million texts.
That sucks.
And I only one of them gave me the option to unsubscribe. So it makes no sense. Today I got a call from a real person. I had to actually say, "I'm good."
Sure.
And they're like, "Oh,
They
do you mind?"
called you? Like, what did they ask?
Usually they called for it's usually a voice recording.
Sure.
This one was an actual person.
Damn.
And then they asked me who am I going to vote for.
Do you give out if people ask, are you ever like,
this year, I'm not voting for a presidential candidate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go vote for whatever is going on in my community, but
Okay.
I'm not voting for a presidential candidate.
Wow.
Yeah, which is, because both candidates are the best, I just want the best one to win. That's how I
Wait,
feel.
they're both the best?
Yeah, they're both the greatest candidates ever for every election ever,
Okay.
which is bullshit. But you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
So whoever takes it, takes it. I don't know.
The
You do
cameras
it. We
doing
can
the-
just
yeah.
wop wop you too, motherfucker.
Well, we can do the long version. Can we? There we go. How do you have a long version rim shot? Okay. Anyway, and if you say something really stupid, I would spend at least 6-7 hours editing each episode. Each episode was an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours long. I had to listen to it at least 2.5, 3 times. And all the sound effects were being put in post. We didn't do those live. So it just took an immense amount of time. Also, trying to get everyone in and who's going to be on and stuff like that, coming up with the stories. But the two main reasons, yes, one, Lucas was leaving. And also I realized I was going to be moving away too. And I was like, do I want to keep doing this and dragging this on and, see if and then have this sad ending, or just say, well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just call it here. And that's kind of what happened. And then, 3 months later, I moved out of here.
I missed the show, but then there's a lot of things I didn't miss about the show. And there's a lot of things I liked about the show.
Sure.
So it was like I enjoyed this part and
Sure.
hanging out and stuff like that. But I don't know. It went back and forth.
Yeah. Now's your chance, man. Let it
No,
out.
it's not even that. For example, today, this would be a night for myself, but I'm here, which I'm happy to be here.
Sure.
But you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. It's fine.
Sure.
And I know you love this shit. So and me and your friends, even though we haven't been talking that much lately.
Well, here's the thing. So one thing that's going to change is these shows are going to be hour and a half long tops. We can't be dude. Some of our shows were like 2.5 hours, and I had to cut it down to like an hour and 59 minutes just to make it fit. So the next time you come in, everything's going to be set up. We can just jump right in. It's just a matter of like, and like I said, there's still a chance that I record all this and
Seth, you love to fucking
it doesn't
talk.
work.
You love to talk.
Fuck
just
yeah.
like I do. And like when Ricky or whoever else comes is gonna be those people that love to have a fucking conversation.
It's gonna be fun,
especially if it's interesting.
And that's
fun.
the thing we had exactly what you said. It is the most it's a lot of fun.
Honestly, you put a lot more time into everything than the rest of us did.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, right, we had the photo shoots. That was fun. The makeup for the first time, and it was great. I liked it, but it's just like in my mind, I'm like, oh, we're doing this again. It's gonna be a lot of like time off. Like this, I have to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like today, I dropped Layla off with her sister to her mom, and I'm just like, gotta go. Like, it's just this is my free day, free night.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, so are you on board or what?
I'm here. I'm here till not anymore.
Okay. That's awesome. Well,
Laz's Corner of Positivity.
There is no fucking positivity right now. I mean,
Laz's Corner.
when are we gonna get into how life is going?
yeah. So how is life going? Let's talk about that.
Life is good actually.
Really? Okay.
I haven't worked at the hotel for a while. I'm furloughed, but
okay,
I can do this now, right?
Sure.
While I'm talking.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really didn't think that this pandemic thing was gonna last this long.
Sure.
So when they told us, they pulled us all into a room, like
how many of us is all of us?
Oh, before they fired a lot of people, maybe 100.
Okay. And this was at a resort hotel?
Can we say the name? Oh, I don't know. I still work there.
Yeah, I mean, we never talk names.
Yeah, so, and whoever knows me know where it is. So we're working. First, we changed to, I was captain or whatever. We changed to delivering things just in bags. A lot of people weren't getting scheduled anymore. And then they were just like, they brought us all into a room and they said, you know what? We're going to get rid of the later people that got hired the latest.
Sure.
And they gave them a severance pay and furloughed us, gave us a letter, see whatever you're going to do after this. And that's it. They sent us on our way. But they literally told us 30 days, like 30 to 90 days. The paper said 90 days, but they said 30 days. And so I'm saying, I'm just going to take a 30-day vacation.
Sure.
Like, fuck it. So I'm sitting at home. I'm hanging out with Ricky, my brother Nate. We're just cooking every day. I'm seeing my kids more, having the best time ever. And then I'm just like, yo, wait a minute. What happens if this doesn't go back to normal?
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was okay. And people are like, oh, we need to start finding for employment and we need to start doing this. And I'm just like, okay, like my brother's like, yo, just come work for. Oh, I can't even say that. Take that out. Shit. Sorry. So anyways, I went to go work with where my brother came and said, was like, oh, let's come work with me.
Amazon stock is like one of 3 stocks that has completely just made my 401k explode during all this. So
shit.
I'm in love.
You're
Amazon is the only reason this show is being recorded right now. Right. If I couldn't get all this shit in a week, dude, like so much shit. It's
ridiculous. And then when I started there, the money was like, it wasn't great, but it was like 17 plus $2 has to pay. Overtime was double.
Damn.
It was like in 2 weeks I made like the same money I was making at fucking hotel. So I was like,
sure.
I was like, fuck.
In what period of time at the hotel?
What?
Same 2 weeks.
No, well, the hotel,
yeah,
in the beginning of the year, obviously.
She's making double. Then
overtime. Overtime was double. I didn't say the hotel like, it was double the money.
Sure.
Yeah. The beginning of the year was crazy. This year, it seemed like it was going to be the greatest year at the hotel. Honestly, before this shit happened,
Sure.
I made a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
I worked a lot, but I made a ridiculous amount of money like through March.
Sure.
And then so I was like, this year was gonna be like crazy. So then I went there. I never thought I was gonna work in a warehouse, and I've learned a whole bunch of shit that I never thought I was gonna learn before. Like it's like crazy how how your shit gets here. Like it's crazy. Like, how it goes.
Can we go for a tour? That'd be great. If
Yo,
we could,
before I worked there, I wanted to go to a tour because I told you my brother's been there for 2 years. He's like assistant manager or something in some department. Am I too loud?
No, you're good.
All right. Yeah.
I'm
So I wanted to do a tour because he knows I like little random shit and like to see how things work. The same thing when you're doing all your studio stuff. I always ask you like, how did you do this? How did you do that? I don't want to go into like details, but I'd like to see how things go. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And
It's
so
interesting.
He was gonna book something for me like that, but you know, obviously there's no more tours right now.
Sure.
As soon as that happens, it is what
They
it
wouldn't
is.
let us. They wouldn't let us take a camera anyway.
No, you can't even take a camera inside.
Yeah.
Like for us to have the phones right now is just because of emergency and pandemic things. But you're not even allowed to have your phone in there. You're not allowed to use your phone. They use text me while I'm at work.
Sure.
And I'm just like, I can't talk to you.
No. Yeah.
I text you like 3 hours later.
Sure.
Usually you text me, I text you back. Unless I'm sleeping, I'm texting you back.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Or we call you when you're sleeping.
You guys don't call me. If you call me when I'm sleeping, I'll answer, but I'm gonna be mad.
Sure.
It's definitely different. There's no your time is your time. You go to
Sure.
work, you leave. 7 o'clock, it doesn't matter if the building's on fire or we need a million things. At 7 o'clock, you're not supposed to be working anymore. And I only work 3 days.
Sure.
3 days, I work 36 hours. You could pick up overtime if you want. If you're not, I'm 4 days off.
So what the hell else do you got going on if you work 3 days and like? So,
I have to pick up overtime to make the money that I used to make.
I gotcha. You sat out in the campfire, and roasted marshmallows.
Tell the story, Lucas.
Go ahead. I
Stop
got the
interrupting,
campfire
Seth.
going. Tell the story. Go ahead.
That sound effect, I got that already up here.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's a nice night. Come, please tell your story.
It is. So, I get home. I get a text message from my friend Carlos. Hey, come down, to the meet where we usually, hung out at the bar.
Sure.
I was there until 4 a.m. Come home after catch the train at 8 a.m.
Stop.
Yeah. Da.
Okay.
So go take the Uber to the train station.
From Parksburg?
No,
Here,
from Miami.
bro.
Here. Okay.
This is
Yeah,
he's not even
Dude.
listening.
No, I thought like when you got back. Okay, sorry.
no.
He had to catch a
No,
train at 8.
I'm telling.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't hear the story.
So-
Yeah, you took the Uber. I remember. It was very sad.
Why didn't you take him, Seth? Douchebag.
I didn't have a
I know.
car.
I know.
Now I have
good.
two of them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to ask you.
Yeah.
You have 2 cars?
I have 2 cars
He-
now.
he-
I need
no,
a family
no,
car.
No, he gave me a piggyback ride all the way to the train station.
You
Yeah.
could have asked me for a ride, Lucas. Shit.
Well, it was 8 in the morning too.
Yeah.
Fine. I probably would have been drunk
Yeah.
somewhere.
Probably. Anyway. It is still going. Okay.
He's not done. He has to get
Jesus.
there yet.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Seth. You
Research Lucas.
Anyway,
So I get up to Philadelphia.
all you guys, past hosts, Dr. Caulk, Shake and Bake Ricky, or Dr. Talk, that is, Dr. Caulk.
Seth's always thinking about
Comes
cock.
up and
That's all I was
seals
thinking
your
about cock.
windows and doors. you call him. Yo, I got a leak.
You're fucking crazy.
We need a timeout.
It's not even that funny.
What's wrong with you? Remember, you got to edit all this shit.
Dr.
Video.
No, he is not.
All types of shit. Video, audio. Good luck. Match everything to the fucking
Fucking
speaker.
crying and shit.
Let it go.
Imagine you have a leak in your window, you call and he fucking shows up, call gun on his hip, Dr. Caulk.
Oh, God.
Anyway, Dr. Talk, Shake and Bake Alex
Marcos.
Squiddy. Yeah, man. No Show Camilo, of course. And I do have beef real fast, and that's Miami Beach freaking internet, dude. Why can't, dude?
It's not Miami Beach anymore.
Dude, like, here's the thing.
Is
I
it-
sign up. They're like, you're gonna get 50 up, 50 down, and then when I actually call them, like, oh, I'm sorry, it's actually gonna be 25. It's gonna be 5 up and 25 down. I was like, I'm only getting 5 megabytes up, and it's AT&T. It's the only option. And then if I live south of here, it would be what, broadband Atlantic. Same thing. Only option.
Hey, yo, AT&T is fucking trash.
They're all
internet.
trash.
No, they're not all trash. Someplace Comcast, whatever it is called now. It's
Well,
not
I'm talking
that
about
bad.
here.
Yeah, I have AT&T, but their customer service
But
is great.
what's your speed? What can you get?
It's fucking horrible, bro. What the fuck?
Dude, up north where I lived, I was getting 100 up and 100 down for $50. Of course, I was in DC. But dude, I think we should like start this like, I don't know, find some way to like get internet in here for real. I know all these
Let me tell you
companies
something
will
right
fight
now.
us for it.
They
You guys want to know something sad?
What?
They have 1 gig.
Oh, I believe it.
you're living in the fucking boondocks and shit.
Yeah, and he's got it exactly. Yeah.
But wait, 1 gig is bad or good?
No, a gig is ridiculously fast.
1 gig per second?
1 gig per second.
Oh,
It's
shit.
fiber optic.
No, amazing.
Oh, we are amazing. It's funny. I'm just keeping this thing going, expecting when it's done, like everything's going to be perfect. We'll see how it goes. That's for sure.
I'm going to Busch Gardens this weekend.
You're going to Busch Gardens? Damn, I want to go to Busch. Wait, in this climate in Florida? Are you crazy?
I fucking
Get out of my
don't wanna
house.
go. It's my brother, bro, and Ricky. Why no beard?
Why no beard?
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I actually,
because it's freaking hot, I think I'm going to let it grow
You
out.
always
Because
had
after I
beard.
shaved it, like, I'm not in love with it.
How long ago?
See these shadows? These shadows here is because I have bad lighting, because I don't have diffused lighting, because, dude, I can't fit any other stuff behind here. Especially with this, it's a recording studio that I actually repurposed for video
Joe, just use the hat. You could do anything with that shit.
with this hat.
No, that hat right there. The fucking,
Oh, in here. Since we have video now. This is my
It's like a Harry Potter hat. It's a
yeah
magic
Harry Potter hat.
Is it?
it's like a Harry
Oh,
Potter. It
shit.
is.
Batteries are
Ooh.
dead. We got
should-
this at it actually talks and moves. We got this at with me, No Show, Camilo, Charlie, all that, Adriana. We all went up to
Oh, Charlie.
David. Yeah, we all went up to
Hold on. Hold on.
Universal
Give me a
Studios.
second. I'll be right back.
Yo, bro, this fucking time.
I'm staying in my room.
You're fucking late. Big time.
Shoo. All right. So anyway, we are back.
No, he says he's going to be back in a second.
Wait, what the hell is he going?
I don't know. He said he has to be back in a second.
What is that image of? What the hell are we looking at? Is that like, what is that? It's just like leftover stomach
I
hair?
can't see it.
Dude, I don't know. Oh my.
Is he doing fucking shit?
It's supposed to be Chewbacca and like, dude.
He didn't really go anywhere.
I forgot about that. Oh, that's right. You have, what is it? What's the deer pelt behind you that you sit on? Oh, let's get into this USPS thing. CNN, I got this. Representatives of the United States Postal Service National Headquarters in Washington were still unable to confirm whether or not they would stop removing letter collection boxes as of Saturday afternoon. Rod Spurgeon, a USPS spokesperson for the service's Western region, told CNN on Friday night that postal employees in 16 states and parts of 2 other states would stop their removal of letter collection boxes after the election. So I don't know what's going on with that. You're going to wait till after the election and then you're going to start doing it again. I guess they're saying, oh, no. We don't want to make it look like we're doing it for the election, so we'll stop for now. The news comes as CNN and other news organizations reported that in the last week, the USPS has removed letter collection boxes in at least 4 states, New York, Oregon, Montana, and Indiana. New York's always going to be Democrats. I don't know why they would do that there. On Friday afternoon, USPS spokesperson Kim Frum suggests, kind of like, what was it, Don Frump, the guy from Western Union. Anyway, Kim Frum suggested the removal and installation of almost 142,000 letter collection boxes nationwide was routine and has been based on mail volume received in those boxes.
That's what I was going to tell you earlier. One of the things we couldn't talk about is, do you remember 10 years ago when there's like a mailbox everywhere?
Yeah.
There isn't a mailbox to send a mail out or a letter out anywhere. Like, it's crazy.
You do have to look. That's for sure.
No, you have to literally like Google where to drop something off in the mail, unless you just leave it in your mailbox outside for the mailman to collect. So even then, I don't know.
So what do you think? You think this is just a ploy? Is this supposed to stop like voter mailing, whatever? What's up?
I'm not sure what their plan is for that. For me, I'm gonna actually walk in and do. I told you I'm not voting for any president anyway.
Sure.
But I'm gonna actually walk in and do my ballot. I'm not gonna do the funny thing. We'll figure it out after that. I know it's scary to go out with everything else going on, but it is what it is.
I mean, do you think they're doing it because of the fact that they are trying to keep voting out? Because here's the thing, like most of the voting, the mail-in voting happens in the states that, you know, a lot of times battle states, a lot of southern states, they close a lot of polling stations. So, you know, a lot of the areas, especially where they have minorities where, you know, they are waiting in line so long that they're giving up so they don't even vote at all. So now they make it even more difficult.
I talked to somebody yesterday that they said some people from the NBA and NFL players were trying to use stadiums and arenas to do voting ballots instead to make it feel more comfortable. But I haven't looked it up to make sure to see exactly what was going on. But it was just like a hearsay thing, so that's why I didn't bring it up earlier.
That's another thing. It's not just the collection boxes.
But earlier today, we were just already talking about like we order everything online, and even if you order something, it doesn't even come from the mail and USPS anymore. It comes from like Amazon, for example,
UPS.
comes directly from them.
A lot of stuff comes from them, and then the UPS for sure.
Yeah, they just deliver it to a facility that just uses that facility to deliver stuff directly to us, which is crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah. Like I said, without Amazon, I never would have pulled this off. Like in a week, because it was a week ago. I called you. You're like, let's do it. And they're like, hey, let's do it.
You just did all this in a week?
In a week, bro.
That's why you were saying like, oh, maybe this week or next week. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this together in a week.
Okay, I get it.
In a week.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird.
But for that, the mail-in voting, it can only be that. We can't use UPS to do mail-in ballot. I'm not going to put my vote in the mail. If I really cared about who I was voting for, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Put it in the mail.
Well, you want to have faith in the fact that it's going to work out, you know, but you're not 100% sure it's going to work out. That's the scary part, because you expect it to, but you never know. So BBC,
we're in Florida.
Well, that makes it even more ridiculous.
Do you remember like 16 years ago?
Yeah, well, the whole country's like Florida. Where the hell did you guys learn how to freaking vote?
Hold on, isn't that every election?
Well, that's
we're pretty
Florida's
much in every
always
election, but we're
itself.
always part of it. Especially if it's close. It's like, oh, Florida, we don't know where those votes went.
Yeah, pretty much. Some bullshit.
You cannot take the sorting machines out. I'll tell you this. From we've already talked about this, the warehouse wise.
Yeah.
Everything has to get scanned and sorted. Once you take that shit out, you're basically worried about humans dealing with everything such as that. It doesn't make any sense.
100%.
Yep. It's definitely some type of ploy. I'm not sure.
100% it's a ploy.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to work out. I'd like to just put my ballot in and get that little check sign. I don't know how you vote usually. I never ask you about that.
I usually go.
Yeah. And you like that green check, right?
Well, I mean, I don't give a fuck about the check, but it's like, you know, I'll just go.
But it's in.
Yeah, it's in. Yeah.
Once you send that mail-in vote in the mail or put it in a box that may or not exist, and it may be not be real.
Sure.
Doesn't make any sense.
100%.
There's no mailboxes by my house. And I'll say 5 years ago, there was probably like 4 mailboxes in less than a mile away from my house. None of those are there.
Yeah. What's really, really interesting is CNN voters, from CNN, that is, voters in North Carolina received absentee ballot request forms in the mail with Trump's face on them. Chandler Carranza of Gaston County, North Carolina, said he laughed after receiving the absentee ballot request mailer on Thursday. The irony is very thick and definitely not lost on me, Carranza told CNN. Trump has been saying mail-in ballots will bring fraud to the election, but absentee ballots are legit. So which is it? It can't be both ways. I laugh because if the campaign actually took the information from the other times they reached out to me, they'd know I wouldn't vote for Trump despite being registered Republican. And you can see right there, the urgent notice, it's got Trump's name on it, yada, yada, yada. What's crazy is they keep thinking they can just do this stuff and nobody's going to notice or find out or whatever.
Let me tell you something to elaborate. They told me that I got a text message and an email that I should have got my mail-in voting ballot already. I haven't got anything.
Really?
Which is crazy. So they're like, "Oh, we realize you haven't turned in your early voting yet for because we're gonna have another election, correct?"
Sure.
And I haven't got anything at all.
Today's voting day. It's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't.
I didn't vote. I'm not local.
I haven't got anything for a mail-in vote. So that's how that's gonna start. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. How can I not get anything and I was supposed to vote for today?
Sure.
Makes no sense.
Or something like that. They're trying to make it easier for any of these countries or any of these companies to come back to the United States to do manufacturing here. And actually have it here. This is actually BBC News. Let me test my screen sharing here because I think I can do this. And screen share, which is... Yeah, there we go. So Trump dangles cash for U.S. firms moving from China. And once again, this is from BBC News. And basically what it's saying is he has also threatened to strip government contracts from firms that continue to outsource work to China. In a speech on Monday, Mr. Trump vowed to create 10 million jobs in 10 months, saying we will end our reliance on China. It marks the latest attack on China after moves that have involved involved tech companies TikTok, WeChat, and Huawei. Huawei. I've said it so many times, I still don't know which one's right. Hawaii.
You can't remove Hawaii.
Right. So the announcement came as tensions between Washington and Beijing have been escalating rapidly in recent months. And what's kind of interesting, they've been talking about all of the influence that these other countries are putting on our election, and Russia wants Trump to win and China wants Trump to lose. So, I mean, the two companies or the two countries that is are really battling to...
Are you sure about that?
About what?
Countries.
I corrected myself before you did.
I was going to say, you're sure they're not two companies?
He's listening.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucas pays more attention when he's on the...
What?
Oh.
Research Lucas.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to see, I mean, I don't like the fact that any of these companies...
Communist
I keep
companies?
saying it.
What the fuck are you saying, bro?
Any of these countries are able to have an influence. But let's face it, they are. And truth be told, we're doing the same thing to other countries as well. It's not like it's a freaking secret.
Yo,
that's for sure.
For real.
Oh, okay.
And wrapping around the weekend, we have a high of 98, low of 71. Mostly sunny with a 10% chance of precipitation with the winds coming out of the northeast at 10 miles per hour.
Okay.
Research Lucas.
Did you guys see the eagle that attacked the drone?
Yeah, I actually did see that. There's actually been a lot of them have been trained to do that, believe it or not.
I didn't know that.
So a couple last minute things. This just came out today. Two men, or maybe last night, charged in the long unsolved 2002 murder of Run DMC's Jam Master Jay. Federal jury this is CNN. Federal jury has indicted two men in a long unsolved murder of Jam Master Jay, the pioneering DJ of Run DMC, who was killed in 2002. Prosecutors said Monday. Jam Master Jay, born Jason Mizell, was fatally shot at a recording studio in the Queens neighborhood of Jamaica when he was 37. Nearly 18 years later, the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York unsealed a criminal indictment alleging that Carl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington conspired to kill Jam Master Jay in retaliation for a drug dispute. Seth D. Ducharme, okay, all right. Acting United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York said law enforcement never gave up on solving the cold case. It was important to us, he said, then and remains extremely important to us now to bring justice to the victim, his family, friends, and the community that cared so much about those events. That's crazy. 18 years later, and they're like, okay, now's the time. They'll never figure out Tupac and Biggie, though, right?
Nah.
They know.
It was them.
No,
right?
they're still alive.
Yeah, something like that. We are going to be Prescribed Spirits. We're actually going to be working with them. They've agreed to sponsor us once again, which I am very, very happy about.
So I have to hide my label for whatever I'm drinking.
Yeah, well, next week it's going to be Prescribed Spirits, bro.
Hey.
Gin with 5 botanicals, and also they got a barrel aged version. Nice, you can see that one right there with me. What's that? And I actually, yeah, you can't say barrel aged legally. That's right. You're right, because legally that's owned by like bourbon. I still have half a bottle of the barrel finish, right? I actually have, but I didn't want to like break it out. And I like to sip that, but next week we're going to be doing cocktails for sure. All right, listen, folks, thank you very much. This is Seth and Mike 1, Laz and Mike 2, Lucas and Mike 3. Next week we're gonna have a guest. Yeah, we're gonna have a special guest. We're not gonna say who it is, but we're gonna rock and roll. Thank you very much, everyone.